Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Achak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great wisdom and salutations to all you sincere Akim out there that are pushing this gospel in all righteousness and in all sincerity, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. Alright, so this is the book of Isaiah 1, verse 3, and it reads, "The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know, my people does not consider." And this is going to be a light response to the brother from Hawaii, okay, Gabaria Howard, I believe is his name. Alright. And he did a video concerning, witchcraft among Israel through street gangs, okay. And in this video, which is a video from the original video is from World Star Hip Hop, all these a gang leader, a former gang member, he speaks about how the whole gang lifestyle that is popular in Babylon and in these Western countries among Jake. All right, that it all goes back to Satan worship. The hand signs, the gang lifestyle that's majority of our people are falling for. That think that it's cool and it makes them look bad or manly or anything like that. So it all goes back to the left hand side. And when I was watching this video, a few things popped into my mind. The first and foremost being no surprise. It's not surprising, okay, and more proof, more information, and more signs showing you that everything that happens on this earth truly is a spiritual battle between the right hand and the left hand, a spiritual battle for the souls of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which are you Israelites, all right? Because when he was speaking about the various the various rituals that he performs, all right, and the spirits that get on him, that and the spirits that jump on him, the different things that happens to him or the different things that happens when he was living that lifestyle, okay, and he was going into how he was looking for somebody to hurt, somebody to kill, somebody to destroy, you know, basically in that spirit, basically when those spirits jumped on him, all right, all the different thoughts are coming into my mind, concerning, all right, how this, how he has, or rather, what Esau Edom, okay, has done to our people, and even more so, what you Israelites have done to yourselves, okay, because our people should know at this point, they should know who the true power is. And that's why the title of this lesson will be who is really in charge, okay? Our people should already know who is truly in charge, because you hear him speaking and he's talking about how know that he was promised if he worships Satan, if he worships the devil and went into devil worship, and basically, what that devil worship is just going into his witchcraft and rebelling against the Most High, because they're not actually bowing down to Satan or anything like that, but it's going into witchcraft, rebelling against the Most High, right? Because even if you are in plantation Christianity, guess what? You are still into devil worship, all right? Because all of the origins of Christianity, of Wakitaki Christianity, it all goes back to different pagan practices, which of course are a part of the devil worship, all right? So I will rephrase my previous statement in saying that devil worship isn't about bowing down to Satan, because of course that is a huge part of it, but what I was trying to say was that it isn't just primarily the whole bowing down to Satan, because you have a lot of people in this world right now, majority of you people out there, save for the hopeful elect and the men that are in this truth, that practice this devil worship, okay, which is simply rebellion against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because when we talk about witchcraft, we already know what the scriptures say. Rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. That is in the book of Samuel. So let me get that. All right, let me get that precepts. And I have a lot of precepts to go into. Mainly, precepts going into how our people have rejected Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So this is the book of 1 Samuel 15, verse 23, and it reads, "For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of Yahweh, he hath also rejected thee from being king." And this is the same state of all our people. And now I want to get this Hosea 4, verse 6. And you already know what that precept is, right? All right, because this is what has happened to two-thirds of our people. So this is the book of Hosea 4, verse 6, and it reads, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast hated, has rejected knowledge." Salakia. I'll start all over. I got a little excited there. Hosea 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. And that is exactly what has happened to our people. The knowledge that they lack is the knowledge of good and evil, is the knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, is the knowledge of who is actually in charge. And it might seem like a small thing just to know that the Most High is real and is the Most High that is in control of all things. But when you realize how big of a stumbling block it is, all right, just accept that Most High is in charge of all things, okay? Because you're going into the fact that there is no free will. You're going into the fact that the left hand side and the right hand side are both being controlled by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You're going into the fact that the Most High creates evil on the earth, and everybody that dies and as far as misfortune and any bad thing that happens to anybody on the earth, the Most High that ordained it because of your wickedness. And you see how many people that refuse and reject the Most High simply because of that fact. They say, "Oh, I can't worship a God that can do that can do wickedness. I can't worship a God that can salakia. The Most High does not do wickedness. I can't worship a God that can do evil." That was what I meant to say. That was Satan right there, trying to cause me to sin with my lips. But anyway, I can't worship a God that does evil. All right, but what the scriptures say that the Most High created light and darkness, and He created evil as well. So let me get that. The scripture said that He formed the lights and created darkness. All right, hold on, so I'm trying to bring it out. Here it is. So this is the book of Isaiah 45. Isaiah 45, and I'll start from verse 5. Isaiah 45, verse 5. "I am Yahweh, and there is none else. There is no power beside me. I gathered thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am Yahweh, and there is none else." And that's right, because all these celebrities and all of you people out there that have sold yourself to Satan, have sold yourself to no, Satan, to Esau, the so-called white man, in order for riches and fame. It was the Most High at the end of the day that still gave you that, okay? It wasn't Satan, it wasn't Esau, that puts you in a position that you're in. It wasn't Esau, that gave you riches and fortune. It wasn't even the spiritual demon that gave you the riches and the fortune. It was Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that gave it to you, that allowed you to get those riches, so that because as the scripture says that no how Saki has to get that preset. Let's get that preset, because I was reading something here, but I have to go and jump to that because that's a fire preset right there. How how go to you rich men, weep and howl. Okay, let me bring that out. All right, because those riches are going to be a testament unto you people that have sold out, that sold to Esau, believing that that was your way to salvation. So okay, I'm trying to get it. Here it is. The book of James 5, verse 1, and it reads, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire, and ye have heaped treasure together for the last days." And we know that this precept is speaking about Esau Edom, but it's also talking about you, all of you rich and famous, you celebrities, okay, you mega church pastors, you TD snakes, crypto dollars, the ones that have, Adeboye, all these different mega church pastors that have sold out our people for filthy lucre, for the sake of having riches and authority and power in this world, or power so called. All right, in that day, in the day of the Most High's judgment, those riches that you have gathered together, that you have heaped together for yourself, that you have hoarded, will be a testimony against you, because that is what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua will use to condemn you. I'm thinking of going to the book of Psalm 73, right? Because that explains it all. That all these people that are, that are rich on this side, they are, if they gather riches, it is for their own destruction. And Psalm 73 explains it perfectly, man. Because the people that are in the world, they see these people with riches and think that that nothing will happen to them, that they will die peacefully, they will live peacefully and enjoy their lives. But when you come into this truth, that is when you understand the end of those that have sacrificed their salvation, that have abandoned their salvation, their deliverance for riches. Okay, so now Isaiah chapter 45 from verse 7 now. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things, okay? And the Most High created evil, and He can do evil and bring evil, horrible evil, okay? Bad times, because that's exactly what that word evil means, upon you people. He is the one that has all the power to do good and the power to create evil as well. All right, and our people don't have this knowledge, which is why you run over, you are busy running to Satan thinking that he can deliver you from, the curses, when, when in all actuality he can't. Okay, okay, because you Israelites are still dying poor, okay, you are still dying wretched, with nothing. All right, look at all the popular jakes that are out there now. Michael Jackson died completely, he died penniless. The curses were still on him. All right, and all the other different jakes, because you might have riches for now, but there will come a time when all those riches will disappear. All right, and you that was not rich in the Lord, okay, you are rich in this world, but you're not rich in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. How will you now save your soul? Is it not written? What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world, but to lose his soul? And ye, what can a man give in exchange for his soul? Because in all actuality, you think that selling your soul is worth having these riches, but it is not. Okay, there is no price that Esau can pay to match the price of your souls. All right, and that price was actually paid by Yahushua, because what Yahushua sacrificed on a cross. Okay, what he died for, what he died so that our people could receive, is nothing. Nothing, not even crumbs, not even specks of dust, compared to whatever whatever you think that is worth selling your soul for on this side. And the thing is that I've met Jakes, okay, I've spoken with Jakes. I've even had camps where Jakes came up to me and said that if Esau was, that if they knew where, they would be able to sell their soul to Esau for riches, that they would actually do it. And I keep telling these people, man, that it's not worth it, all right? No, that's not the way to go. But they're like, they don't care, okay? Even if they die, even if they go to hell, as long as they can, spend that little bit of time on this side, enjoying life with all the vanities of this earth, and they will do that, all right? So that is exactly the mindset of our people. Jeremiah 4 verse 22, I know the brother actually brought it out, that Jake is stupid, man. They are wise to do evil, they are wise in wickedness. But when it comes to doing the right thing, when it comes to putting your head down and being humble for the sake of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, so that you might receive that reward, that's when Jake becomes dumb. That's when they don't have any. That's when all that knowledge, all that wisdom leaves them. So yeah, I just wanted to speak a little bit on this, man, because our people don't know who is actually in charge, but it's the Most High that's in charge, okay? And I'll close out with this precept, get a few more precepts just to cement these facts, all right? That it is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that has all the power on the earth. So this is the book of Deuteronomy 32, verse 39, and it reads, "See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever." And that's Yahweh Bashim Yahushai speaking. He is the one that has all the power upon that has all the power to kill and to bring back to life, to wound, to heal. There is nobody up there with him, okay? Because you understand that only Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, it is only Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that those are the true powers on the earth. So now, we're going to the book of Daniel. You can already know what I'm going to get. Daniel 4, and 11. All right, Daniel 4 and Daniel 4 and 17, and it reads, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men." All right, and that's, if you are wondering why Esau, Edom, the wicked, is ruling on the earth, there is your answer. Because Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai gave him this time to rule on the earth. All right, so that through him, the end of this world may come. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Basham Yahushai Basham Rachak Wadash Wa Abad Babal. And through the Spirit, I hope you Akiam and you Akwat were edified. Shalom.